Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. Welcome back to my channel. And for Dr. Katrina, thank you for your continued membership. And for my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning and welcome. Hello, Shatika. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon and blessings to you as well. Hey, Chan, how are you today? Thank you for the thumbs up. I hope you all did a thumbs up. And hey, Kathleen, how are you today? Thank you for joining me as well. Hope you did a thumbs up. Sending hugs, kisses to you all. What is on your hook? I have water in my cup. I am working on a bunny. And too many other things. What are you working on? What is everybody doing? How's the weather? Our weather is crazy here. It was cold this morning. Now it's warming up. Yesterday it was in the 80s. It's some crazy weather, to say the least. I'm working on this bunny and trying to remember to go under instead of over. And it does make a difference. It just, your brain has to recircuit itself to do something different. But it makes a difference because your stitches are a lot tighter when you're doing the amigurumi if you go under instead of over. I have resisted doing it this way for a minute until I bought that amigurumi book. So then I started doing it and I was like, oh yeah, makes a huge difference. But like I said, just your brain has to rethink because I'm quick to go yarn over instead of yarn under. One of the other Greta Wings, she calls it the X stitch. I think that's what she calls it, the X stitch. Hey Renee, how are you today? Thank you for joining me and hope did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Kathleen says I'm crocheting on a granny square blanket. Yeah, this year I'm going to try to focus on doing more amigurumis and dolls, so that, which is an amigurumi, but so I can get better at it. The stuffing is like one of my big issues, because if you don't stuff it right, your head is weird looking. So I have to work on that, and I also have to work on sewing. The one thing I do not like doing most of all is sewing. But if you get it right and work on it, then your amigurumis look so much better. You don't end up with the wobbly head. Having the what is it called? Scamanda. I think that's what it's called. Comes on tomorrow, about this woman that faked having cancer. I cannot wait to see it. I want to know what this woman did, who she had faking this with her, because she had pictures of herself in the hospital with mask on, IVs, all this. The things people do to get money. That is not worth it. Let me see. But I've been still watching A Wicked Tuna. It's the same. It's I only have to look up every now and again just to see how big the tuna is that they caught. But otherwise, it's just them back and forth with their foolishness. Like I said, I never realized how huge bluefin tuna was until I started watching this. See how when the difference in the pricing that they get. So I'm guessing the tuna that we get in the cans are the poor quality tunas that they get from the ocean. The $8 a pound tuna is the tuna we get in the can. That's what I'm guessing. What's your weather? 10, 4, 5, 3. I don't know what that is. 57. This weather is some kind of crazy. I guess they thawed out in Tallahassee. Hoping that we don't. I want it to get better. Well, it can stay crazy for a minute because I'm working on an oversized mesh top and I'm nowhere near finished. And I want it to be finished by the spring, which will probably be how long it'll take me to do it because it's a big project. That's why I try not to do big projects, but I want to use this yarn and see what it looks like. And I figured it's a perfect yarn for this project. Oh, that's her zip code. Thank you, Renee. I had no clue what that was. So what is going on in the crochet community? Because I really haven't been paying attention to much of anything. I don't know. It might be something happening I don't know about. 51 degrees in the Bronx, New York. Okay. That's not too bad for winter. It would be bad for me here. I don't particularly care for that cold weather. Make sure I don't mess up. That's done. That's done. That's done. Okay, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Let's see how tight that is. No peekaboo holes at all. Guess I'll be doing this. Then when I'm doing other projects and I start doing this, I was like, nope, nope, that's not for this. Make it way too tight. If you did it on like a blanket or granny square, anything, it'll make it way too tight. It's hump day. Why can't it be Friday? Hey, BJ, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up. Hey, Iris Perez, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you all working on? What is your weather like? Renee said, hello, Miss Bronx from a native New Yorker. And on The View, Sunny Hostin is always saying, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I've been to New York. I don't know one borough from the other. I couldn't tell you where I was. I just know where I was going. And speaking of New York, is Puffy still in jail? I haven't heard anything about him in so long. I'm guessing he's still in jail. They won't let him out. They didn't fire Sonny. It's 52 and I've been adulting trying to get myself in order. Well, you have a couple of more hours to get yourself in order. Who got fired on The View? I don't know anybody got fired on The View. I know they change up the people, but I don't think anybody got fired. I guess when they change them, that's somebody fired. But no, Sonny is still there. Hey, Darcia, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Yeah, everybody that was there last season are still there this season. So maybe you're talking about Star. But that was eons ago. Star went out with a bang. Oh. As a matter of fact, Star has her own show now. She does Divorce Court. I watched a few episodes of it, but it's not Divorce Court anymore. It's just most of the ones that episodes that I saw, the people weren't even married. So like, how the devil this can be Divorce Court and they're not even married? Things have changed, so you don't have to necessarily be married to be on Divorce Court. And honey, she is wearing those wigs and all that jewelry. You can't tell Miss Star Jones nothing. I said, yep, bounce back. That's what it's about. Bouncing back. Don't let them keep you down. No, I thought it was Sunny. Is she the prosecutor? Yeah, because her husband was charged with something. Might have been hype. Her husband is a doctor. What was he charged with? She's still on there. I haven't heard any controversy about her at all, but that's not saying much. But I don't know what he could have been charged with other than malpractice. Maybe something else. Who knows? He's a surgeon. I don't know if he's orthopedic, cardiology, but he's a surgeon. I know that much. And she'll be in prison if he cheated on her. I know that much. She is a bit extreme, to say the least. I think I should have went with the smaller hook and some smaller yarn, but I'm going to try this anyway. I don't particularly like working with, this is a 3. The pattern actually calls for a 2.5 and cotton yarn too, but I wanted to use this Toffee by Big Twist because I think it's such a pretty color. Let me see. Everybody saying hello. So when did you hear that bit of news, VJ? I haven't heard anything about her hubby doing anything crazy. single crochet, increase. I was going through some of my videos last night. Last week? Wow. She's there. I haven't heard any of that. That's interesting. Darcia says, I'm still working on my shawl and adulting. Hopefully I'll be finished with the shawl. And they say it's on YouTube and Google. Really? So what did he do? Haven't, she's sitting cool as a cucumber on, what's it called? The View. Like nothing is happening. I guess if something is really happening, she'll say it eventually. That's not good. But she's still there, so if she was fired, it didn't last long because she's still there. January 9th, Emmanuel Hassan, who is named my 200 minutes named in a suit alleging fraudulent. Oh, ooh, that ain't good. Nope, hadn't seen that. That is not a good thing. So that has to do with his practice and Miss CG Sunny husband is involved with Medicaid fraud. Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. It's got to be. Nope, hadn't heard that. That's gonna be a hot topic. Honey, she talk about that man like he walks on water. She is Jan's favorite on The View, and I'm being sarcastic. Sunny from the Bronx. Oh, that's so scary. I remember some friends and me, we won, or friends and I, however you say it, we wanted to do a coding class just to be able to do something on the side. And we took the class and I don't know how many sessions we had, but every one of them, the person kept saying, if you get these codes wrong, you could be charged. If you get these codes wrong, you could be charged. I was like, you know what? I am not doing this because people make mistakes all day long. And if this is going to be something that's going to send me to jail, let me leave it to the people, other people. I'm not doing this. So I dropped it. In the coding system, oh my goodness, it is straight crazy. There are so many codes. You can put a number in the wrong place and it'll be for a totally different diagnosis. And I only know that because we have to do it at my job when we look up their diagnosis. Other than that, they can keep it. I don't want anything. when I worked as an agency nurse, all of one day, they sent me to the hospital. I started on like a med-surg floor, I think it was. I'm not even sure. In the hospital that I worked at, LPNs could do like saline flushes, hang, um, IV antibiotics, things like that. Well, at this hospital, the RN had to do all that work. I was like shocked. I'm like, what? So then they needed someone because I had ER experience. They needed someone to go down to the emergency room, and it was so crazy. One of the patients on the floor that I was on, she was dying, and when I get down to the emergency room, her son is down there. He's dying because he did an overdose of insulin. And the hospital is small, so they had all these people that were just in beds, but they needed to be on a floor. But because they didn't have any rooms, any beds, they stayed in the emergency room. When I left from that place, I called that agency the next day and I told them I will never go back there again. And you don't have to call me anymore. I said, because if I'm going to lose my license, I'm going to lose it in the hospital that I work at full time. Never again. I said, nope, 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 nope. Yeah, it was very sad. What do you think about Phil being? He's an idiot, a straight idiot. I've lost all respect for him and Oz, all respect. But they don't care because I'm not rich, so it doesn't matter to them. I said, these people, I guess he needs to be relevant, so he jumped on the bandwagon. I wonder what his over-processed wife thinks about it. I looked at her one day, I was like, my God, she's skinny as a rail and her face, what is going? She is way over-processed. But as I said, I've lost respect for the two of them. They are straight garbage as far as I'm concerned. I lost respect for Oz a long time ago when he was talking all that foolishness about COVID being a hoax and all this other stuff when he was on Fox Fixed News. And I was like, what? You have people dying every day, and he's a doctor, a cardiologist, a cardiac surgeon, and he's talking like that. I said, yep, he is definitely going on to the other side of evil. Oh, I didn't even know he did that. Didn't even know. Darcy overprocessed. Yeah, she's overprocessed. I didn't even know he did. But I knew he was on that side. But now that he's older and he's not on television every day and needs all of that, all of those views, he can really show his true self. Just like who was the one that had the chair? Clint Eastwood. Was it Clint Eastwood? I was like, woo, these people really showing their, if that party wasn't so disgusting that they only think that straight white men are the heir to the throne of America and nobody else matters, it wouldn't be a thing. But they are such low people. But they have all the money and now they have all the power. And I always say, I wonder what Oprah, did she see any of this when she was promoting them? use the FDA website to keep up with food recalls since the CDC can't speak to the public. Listen, is the FDA website still available? Then they want to fire all of the, told all of the federal employees to quit. They'll pay them to September. I was like, no, sir. No, sir. You're going to have to fire me. You gonna pay me more than till September. I said, this is straight crazy. I was wondering the same thing about Oprah. Yep. I was definitely wondering. She put them two idiots. She made them the million billionaires that they are. And got us to follow all of their foolishness. All of their foolishness. And what is Dr. Phil, a hunt dog something he says, some stupidness he says. But anywho, now we know. Be careful, as they say, be careful who you follow. Be careful who you follow. Whole lot of evilness in this country. Whole lot of them. Right up there. And did you hear the speech from the little Lily girl, whatever her name is, talking about who they're allowing in for the White House briefings, and they're not going to have any wokeness there. And all. I was like, and I only know it because Whoopi said it. I was like, okay, like Whoopi said, if it wasn't for the wokeness, women fighting for the rights, she wouldn't have that privilege to be the White House spokesperson. It amazes me how these people don't know. FDA is currently up. If he heard you say that, it's going to come down. Now we ain't gonna know nothing. They must have forgot about the FDA. Ooh, child, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And for all those federal employees that have voted for this craziness, that are soon to be losing their jobs, oh well, like we hurt, you shall hurt too. It's gonna be straight ugly. I'm just hoping they don't dismantle Medicare between now and when I retire. Because that is definitely on the Project 2025's agenda. I heard that last night. I was like, was it this morning? Either last night or this morning, I saw Brian Tyler Cohen. He did a YouTube thing about it. I was like, what? What? Because they sick of this foolishness. That's what's bringing it. And he was like, at least Stephanic's seat might be, because a Democrat won in some, I think it was another special election in New York, and the person won like by double digits in an area that the orange one won by double digits. So they're like, maybe at least Stephanic's seat might be up for play. Hey, Brianna, how are you today? Have you been outside? The weather just got warm again. Darcia, you can't do to us with her. Oh, that right. They can't. Everybody. Like I said, if you're not a millionaire, billionaire on that side, please. Tim Walz is back to the Tim Walz. Why don't I know who Tim Walz is? I saw Son and Rebecca. Brianna, go back out. At least 15 minutes. You got to get some sunlight. Yes, the orange one. That's what I call him. And other than the idiot, you know. Walls. Oh, Walls. WALZ. Okay. Tim Walls is back to the 4. What do you mean by he's back to the 4? I like Tim Walls. I don't care what nobody say. I think he would have been much better for the country than the idiot that's there now. But I did my part. Okay, all right. I think they were a good combination. Now we got monsters in there. Yeah, I didn't watch that last night. I don't know what I was doing. Probably watching the Wicked Tuna people and crocheting. Because I have to, because I don't have MSNBC and I get it on my Fire TV, but the Fire TV is in my bedroom. So I go between the bedroom and the family room watching television, and I'll leave MSNBC on and I'll go watch a little, then I'll go back. But then once I'm in the zone of crocheting, I'm not moving. So I didn't see it. Oh, you saw it this morning? Oh, you know what? I think I saw, oh, it's on Google. It's on Google because I think I got an alert. Yep. I'll go watch it on Google. So Google, Facebook, all of them sitting over there chit-chatting it up with him. But they're billionaires. We're not. We're at the mercy of the billionaires. And when they get sick of Elon, and he gets kicked to the curb, he's and they all, somebody, I don't know, I saw some rant. Oh, I'm in this, it's a cat lady, I think the cat ladies group. I don't know if anybody else is in that group, but the person posted a long chat, real sarcastic, a long one about the update. She says, the latest update, and she writes it all out, FOFA. She writes the whole thing out. And I was cracking up. And then I started reading some of the comments, and the people were like, why do these women keep giving him a pass because he's supposedly autistic? I was like, because that's the way they roll. They got to give people a pass for everything. I don't care if he's autistic or not, he's evil. That's how I see him, doing a Hitler salute and all. Oh, please. The South African from apartheid. That's the way I see him. Period. Nothing less, nothing more. And I think they did a interview with his brother, and his brother said that they were over here initially illegally, or either that was Ramaswamy. Let me see. It's on Midas Touch. Okay. Yeah, but I get MSNBC alerts, so that's where I saw it. It popped up, so I'm gonna watch it because that they'll show clips from, like, if it was something important, they'll show clips from all of their shows. So I'll watch it. All right, let me go and get me something quick to eat because it's already after 2. But I thank you all for joining me and keeping me up to date on the happenings in the country. But if you all are not on that Facebook group, Cat Ladies, it's so worth it. It's I get such a chuckle. Such a chuckle from reading some of the stuff that they post. And on Instagram, they have Republicans, which they do parodies of the Republicans, but they're all dressed in drag. Very funny. Very funny. Oh, everyone have a blessed day. Yes, everyone have a, oh, wait a minute. Did I miss them? Bye-bye. Let me see. They put him in there to lower eggs and gas. My thing is if you can pay for Taylor Swift's and the B tickets, tour can get eggs and gas. But they save up for that because they know a year in advance of these shows, so they save up for it. But that man could care less about an egg or gas. He cares about the green that's going into his pockets and his families and his billionaire friends, period. And if they had taken time to read a little excerpt of Project 2025, maybe that would have changed their mind, but a whole lot of them can't read above 8th grade. But anywho, let me not. Let me not bring my own feelings into this because I'll be going down that rabbit hole again. I cannot. I just leave these people be. They happy. As they say, daddy's back. So let them suffer. Because I'm gonna be all right, because as I say, I have always, my parents have taught us how to survive, and come hell or high waters, I plan to survive this. You downloaded 700 pages of straight crazy dictatorship, period. Anyway, everybody have a good rest of your day. Probably, if you're on BJ, I'll probably pop in. Who knows what I'll be doing at 4 o'clock. I know I won't be running any errands. That's for sure. But everybody have a good, 900. No, I think I kept hearing everybody say 700. But anywho, whatever it is, it's too much information, and they put everything in there of everything that is happening right now. The only thing they didn't put in there is how are we going to lower prices? Oh, it's over 900? No, I don't need the little bit that I've heard people talk about is enough for me. God willing, we will survive this and get back to a normal America. But like I said, it doesn't matter if he's there or not. There's millions of them that think just like he does. And they are winning elections. Election matters. Do your part every election. I don't care if they voting for the color of the mayor's house in your neighborhood. Every election counts, from the bottom to the top. Everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.